star of the century, Harrison Ford.
I don't really care. I never really dreamed of being a movie star.
Harrison Ford is a walking paradox. With over $9 billion in box office earnings, Ford is one of the highest grossing actors ever, but he hates being a celebrity. Why? Well, I've analyzed Ford's entire career and I found 5 strange paradoxes. Let's break them down. Harrison Ford might have the most unconventional career path in Hollywood. He was born on July 13th, 1932 in Chicago. His father was an advertising executive while his mother was a radio actress. At birth, he was named in honor of his grandfather, Harry Needleman. The city of Des Plaines, Chicago, was the place where he spent his childhood. Harrison grew up as a very shy and modest kid, but things changed when Harrison's family moved to Moreton Grove. Harrison Ford was bullied in high school.
I was the outsider.
Maybe that's where his humble origins stem from. But after high school, he joined Ripon College, and Harrison Ford was actually a philosophy major, which fits. But his life changed when he enrolled in drama class and discovered his passion for acting. But he was frightened because he had never acted before.
Well, my first ambition was to overcome that fear.
We can all learn a thing or two from Harrison Ford about facing our fears. After all of this, he was cast by Columbia Pictures for a salary of $150 a week. Unfortunately, the debut did not bring much success. He worked in many movies such as Gunsmoke, The Virginian, The FBI, The Ironside, but he never got his big break because his roles were too small and just not that great. And it got to him, and he actually decided to quit acting. To make matters worse, he had to put food on the table and raise his 2 kids. So Harrison Ford made a pivot and started working in, drumroll please, carpentry?
What?
In Los Angeles, I spent 8 years as a carpenter. That kind of work, I enjoyed it.
He was an exceptionally good carpenter and actually produced furniture for some of the biggest producers in Hollywood. And that's how he was offered a supporting role in the movie American Graffiti. Talk about unconventional career paths. The film turned out to be a huge success, and people loved Harrison too. And that's where his whole life changed, when he started working with George Lucas. The next moment, he was cast as Han Solo in Star Wars, and it was that character that shaped his entire career. Overnight, he was a superstar. People loved him. And after Han Solo at the age of 38, Ford gave us another legendary character, Indiana Jones. His movies made Hollywood drown in money, and he became one of the biggest superstars ever. So how does a carpenter become one of the most successful actors of all time? Now that's a paradox. Talent, good looks, sure, but there was a bigger issue, which takes us to the second paradox about his life. See, Harrison Ford didn't want to be a superstar. Unlike other superstars, he did not want the spotlight.
I don't enjoy being a celebrity. I enjoy being an actor.
And this is the second paradox. Harrison does not like the idea of doing PR events and promoting his own movies. He tries to stay away from them as much as possible, and yet he's still very successful. Ford and his wife spend much of their time on their 800 acres of land in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Ford uses his ranch not only as a retreat, but also as a place of work. He loves spending hours personally taking care of his horses and helping with the maintenance of the property, and this shows how his down-to-earth side that he's so famous for is far removed from the glamour of Hollywood. He also says, when I'm up in Wyoming, I just walk out the door and keep walking, and if my chores are done and there's nothing more pressing and the weather's good, I'll go flying. I love to fly up there. See, in his free time, Harrison loves to fly, and Harrison Ford is also a hero in real life too. Checks out. Cody Clawson, a 13-year-old Boy Scout, had been hiking near Yellowstone National Park when he got lost for a whole night. The next day, Clawson caught the attention of a helicopter team piloted by none other than Harrison Ford. Ford saved the kid, who said, "You certainly should have earned a merit badge for this." But when Harrison Ford was flying his favorite antique World War II craft, something happened.
Engine failure, immediate return.
We all thought we had lost our Indiana Jones. Even the kid who Harrison Ford saved came and said,
"I'll always be thankful for all that he's done for me."
Looking at his lifestyle, Harrison Ford is a very down-to-earth and ambitious man. He gave us many legendary characters, but he still does not chase stardom, which is quite paradoxical for a Hollywood star. Ford never chased stardom, yet became a box office king. He didn't chase magazine covers, he didn't try to be Hollywood's golden boy, he just kept picking roles that interested him, and somehow, by not chasing stardom, he became one of the biggest box office stars of all time. His portrayal of Han Solo in Star Wars: A New Hope stands out, with the film grossing over $775 million, and Solo made almost $4 billion, holding the record for all-time domestic box office, followed by Avengers Endgame. The Indiana Jones series strengthens Ford's place. All 5 of the Indiana Jones movies combined made a whopping $2.3 billion. But even after giving us such iconic characters like Han Solo or Indiana Jones, why does he hate promoting his movies? Why does he not want to answer the questions related to Star Wars? Does he hate Star Wars? The answer's not that simple, which brings us to the 4th paradox. Harrison Ford did not want to be known only as Han Solo. He wanted to go beyond and portray characters that challenged him. He understands cinema. In Hollywood, storytelling frequently gets replaced by CGI or visual effects, and Harrison doesn't like that very much. To him, CGI or VFX are important, but if they are ruining the essence of the movie, it's pointless. Not only this, unlike other superstars who run behind some award or Oscar, Harrison Ford is completely different. He does not want any award or anything. The only thing he wants is to act and for people to watch his movies and to feel raw, real emotion. He's an actor who continues to redefine himself and is still doing it, because at 82, Harrison Ford is still breaking the rules. Most actors his age are retired or taking it easy, but Ford, he's working. He's still taking on roles that would challenge actors half his age. His latest, President Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross in Captain America: Brave New World, showcases his enduring commitment to dynamic characters, adding a new dimension to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But that's not all. He's also stepping into unexpected roles like commercials. Have you seen his ads for Jeep Compass and Glenmorangie Scott Whiskey? They show a totally different side of him. Funny, lighthearted, even surreal. Ford isn't just surviving in Hollywood, he has and always will thrive. And so the real question for him is, what's next? Because on the surface, we see Harrison Ford as a man who never loved Hollywood, a man who did not like his greatest characters. We see him as a person who does not care, but that is not right. It's just he doesn't want to be typecast. He wants to try everything. For him, the only thing that matters is the opportunity to be in a good movie. And in this era of Hollywood, he has again redefined himself. Harrison Ford's life teaches us powerful lessons about success, identity, and longevity. First, focus on your craft, just like how Ford did, and let the world notice it. Let your word speak for itself, not your PR. Second, with growth comes discomfort. Ford never clung to his past success. He continued to evolve. Third, patience and persistence win in the long run every time. Ford became a star much later in his life, proving that success isn't about speed or being in your teens, but about consistency. Lastly, age is just a number. Ford is still leading films at 82 years old, showing that passion has no expiration date. If you love what you do, keep doing it, because true legends never stop. This is the reason why Harrison Ford is such a timeless star, because he was ambitious yet incredibly down to earth. Personally, I feel blessed to see him on the big screen again. And at last, he is a person who
Love making movies. I have, I think, the best job in the world.